Hello, entrepreneurs. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be wealthy. Everybody wants money and power. We want to leave a legacy. Some people just want to have it just to have the power. It doesn't matter where you start, it matters where you finish. And when it comes to financial management and money matters, you have to get the right advice for the right situation. For example, if you are still on your job and you go to a seminar for the wealthy, there might be a lot of things that go over your head and a lot of things that you're not able to implement. So you'll walk away from it frustrated because there's nothing you can do right now. You want information that will help you connect the dots. You remember how we used to have those dots and you went from one dot to the next and then you would get the big picture? That's the same way it is with money management and going from level to level. You need to know how to manage where you are. When you grasp and you maintain that, then you learn about the next level and the next level and so forth and so on. That's how it works. It's not an overnight thing. It's not a quick success. Most people that do not grow into money, when they get too much at one time, they will mismanage it because you're not used to having it. Sometimes you can get a lot of money and it looks like more than what you've ever had at one time, and the next thing you know, it's gone and you have nothing to show for it. But that's because you didn't grow into it. Anything you don't grow into, you don't know how to manage. That's why it is all about process. And you have to manage and maintain each level, secure that level so you can go to the next. There's nothing wrong with starting at the bottom, and you don't have to rush it. Because once you understand how to manage it, we already know how to make it, and you learn to retain it. It is just a matter of time before you achieve the goal as long as you're consistent. Many times there are people in our background, there are people that we're trying to help, there are things that we thought about, whatever your definition of wealthy, all those things work against what you're trying to do. Because a lot of our thoughts about wealth and money have not grown since we were little children. As an accountant and working in the accounting field all of my life, I've had the privilege of being in rooms that I would not have the opportunity to be in otherwise if it weren't for my profession. So you learn to listen and you learn to be in the room without talking and to gain intel and that you can use later. Many people may not have that opportunity. Maybe accounting is not your thing. Maybe finance is not your thing. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter what level you are on. You can get to the next level. You just want to make sure you grow into it and that you understand every level that you're on. That means not being afraid to ask questions. Before you can thrive in money, you've got to learn how to survive. In other words, you've got to learn how to manage that money so it's not a check to check thing. And trust me, that's not easy because often we are looking and comparing ourselves to other people. We want the same things they have and we want it right now, even if our job does not pay or afford us the opportunity to live somebody else's lifestyle. It makes us very discontent. And you know, social media has done nothing but add to it. But you can change that. Remember who you are. Remember your goals. Write them down. There is a reason that the Bible says to write the vision and make it plain. Because you do not want to get off focus and you don't want to start trying to live somebody else's life or doing something to try to get you somewhere fast. I said once before, people that take shortcuts will always find themselves taking them. All it takes is one shortcut and it will lead to the next and the next. It never stops. And when you do not enjoy the full process, even the hard part, when you don't get the full process, you miss so much of the learning and so much of the opportunity in the process. Process teaches you things that shortcuts will never do. Shortcuts will make you discontent, make you run fast, move fast, and lose swiftly. But when you go through the process, you never forget how you got there, and you are going to work harder to retain what you've gained. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee, saying, remember that moving from level to level in your money is a process. Don't rush the process, and don't get stuck on one step. Bye-bye.